Open cycle, HOBAN cycle.
She got some cups for Dougie's kids, grandkids. One of the sponsors. She'll be back.
Grand National Bean Main coming out next. I think we're taking 8. I do believe. Passing points. Paul Kiefenthaler will be on the point. Gets to 35. Gonna give him an extra lap or two. We have one of the vintage mods. Didn't quite make it all the way. Right on pit laners. We're gonna get that car out of the way. Scott Out will be on the outside. Seth Hefner from Manitowoc to 9. Be inside row number 2. Ticket Pagel. The outside, it's the 12P. Zach Excellent in the 81. Inside row number 3. Chad Pittner will be outside. It's the 74. This, by the way, will be a 15-lap affair. Travis Merring, the drill. Did you give him that? My goodness, what a great thing. 66 will be inside. Next row, Mark Lucas is in the 17. Having to come through the B, Kevin Lubach in the 21. 98B is Scott Bundy in this one, and Dan Dugan completes the field. It's the 22. 15 lapper. 8 will transfer. Everybody else back in the 70s. Clear. Out in the middle, Eagle outside, keep the ball down. Scott Out will take the lead. It's the 67 on lap 1. Excellent. Quickly get the third after outside of the half. Moving inside. Inside of the 67. There's side by side for the winner. Right now on the road, Stephen Dollar for 35. Right now, holding his own in a green first spot for 35. 67th coming around. I think we had.
Nothing some rivets won't fix.
It just kind of said, Chad Ninder, he's cruising along real nice and easy, all by himself in the 4th spot. That took a bad turn for him, nowhere near the initial spin, nowhere to go in the 74. Some fairly substantial damage to the right side for Chad Ninder, but it may be just sheet metal, do you think? We have one car headed for the pits. Seth Hefner has taken the 9 car to the pits. With a dozen to go, the 67 rolling again. And he is going to exit off turn 3, and Pump will go into the pits as well as they're coming around. Judging by damage to the side of the 74, fairly substantial contact absorbed apparently by the 67 as well. So with the 67 swamp it ends. AJ Pingo now will find himself the point man when we go for the restart with a dozen to go. And they are setting the 74 of Ninder to the pits. We are hearing for obvious reasons. the car's going to be all right from a racing standpoint, but he's got some jump dragging off there. They're going to want to pull that off in a hurry, I would think. Right side sheet metal hanging on a 74. Hopefully that's all they will need to do to get Chad back in action. Join in the back of the pack. It really shakes up the lead pack now. It's excellent lead in the second spot. Compass all the way up to third. The blue line. After an incident
Just sheet metal. Only sheet metal. They cut it off and he'll be right back on.
7. They forgot something on the 9. You gotta put the hood back on. And then, yep, come back up. Hey, earlier, hood must be on. Now we're hearing issue on the 22.
Here he comes. Chad's on his way out.
Again, right front flat.
Over there. Here he comes. Come on, hurry up, get over there. You can get in the back of the pack.
All right, Dugan team, you're coming in with a right front flat tire.
Come on, come on.
Hey, look at this. We got 8 transfer spots.
Go.
7. Ah, there's the 8 car. We're coming back out. Good job of that team. Little Sawzall action. Or just the Armstrong method. Altered a bit, but no worse for wear. And right now, we are down to 8 cars. So our team getting back out. Gets it in on the lead lap. Worked out well for the 74. 3 in and 9 to go. We'll lose a little drama in this one if no one else comes off 5th lane. And that's kind of how we're looking right now. Pagel in the 12. We'll lead him down the backstretch. Yeah, there we go. 9 coming back. So we've got somebody who's going to be on the outside looking in. These things said done. We're ready. Looks like we're going to have a run on and out.
Come on, Chad.
Not sure if you played all that. Right now, the outside of the end is the 9. that's one of those deals where once the light is out, the race is going to end, whether it's under caution or not. So the race will go in the books. We'll adjust the lineup based on who the caution cars are. I got a feeling though we might not have a whole lot of ground as the 17X.
I'm thinking he's probably stuck in the fender.
The winner though, the 81 East Coast Sheboygan, Zach Axland gets the win. KL Motorsports sponsored the lead for Zach. We know he's in that second spot, so they'll sort that out. We know the winner was the 81 Ken. Lubach second. Tango third, and Pete Gonzalez in the street stock ends up with the top four spots. So nice run forward to 35. That brings us to night of the intermission. I'm hearing you want to come on and just roll the top of the track a little bit. We'll allow them to do that, and then we'll come back with the division features.
I think they got on hook.
We're rolling with the Nicole Auto Sport Mods. I think back in the day, I did announce here, it was 1990 on the big track. We announced from the infield at that time. If I remember correctly, the sound equipment came in the back of a vintage Corvair van. There was a gentleman who was bringing it. Yeah, the PA system plugged into the pagoda in the infield, right about where the 141 Satori sign is. That's where we were. The main pit road was actually right down the center. Just about where that fence is was a pit lane. It was actually about a 2-car length wide bush lane for the sprint cars. Everybody parked the trailer in the infield. So it was really difficult to see here if you were down lower because all the haulers were actually in the infield. But where the pits are now on the backstretch was the backstretch for the half mile. That's how big that racetrack was. I like that pit lane when you were down there. You could look down on them when they come in and look at it. You could see everything. But when they converted this in 1995 or 96 or so to the third mile, the PA booth, Pat Moore and I were the track announcers for the 96 and 97 the first 2 years. The PA booth was right about where the spin the wheel was in a little shack, not much bigger than about 2 of these windows up here. And we ended up with a sprint car on top of the PA booth for the last 2 nights at the end of 97. That's why it's moved up here now. That's why my wife lets me do this because it's the same job she thinks, and now you don't tell her that. Now the fog's getting a little thicker and Leon's getting a little larger. So we got a little fog here for the intermission, but certainly want to thank some of our sponsors. Of course, the Midwest Sprint Car Association here tonight. We'll be back next week, Saturday night, World Championship night here at Eastern Wisconsin Stock Cars. Midwest Sprint Cars will qualify at 6 o'clock on Saturday, so you don't want to miss that. Next week, Saturday, the 30th, is when the Sprint Cars will start racing here on Friday this week due to Manitowoc County Fair. That's why we're here on this Wednesday night. I've been waiting for this one. Smiling Moose. Is that it? That's as good as you can name a place. As good as you can name a place. Smiling Moose Saloon and Grill in Osmond. When cruising through scenic Osmond, be sure to stop in at the Smiling Moose Saloon and Grill. Great neighborhood bar, good food at reasonable prices, live bands most weekends. It's a great place to stop for the cycle in the summer. They're on the web, Smiling Moose Saloon and Grill.com. Sometimes I just put that into the search.